This is wild. UK, the United Kingdom, the people that lost during the American Revolution, we won. We destroyed them. We destroyed their buttholes. We pound their buttholes into the ground. And they're getting screwed by the government. For people who are in London, people who are in UK or anywhere over there, it's pretty damn wild that this happened, right? So, 11 police officers in Britain broke into a home of a woman and arrested her while she was still naked. Her crime. What was her crime? She sent a text to someone calling a man who assaulted her a faggot. UK has fallen. So you're saying that you can bust into my house, break into my home while I'm jerking off to food porn? I'm just kidding, all right? I'm kidding, all right? Like, you're saying that if I lived in the UK and I'm jerking off and stuff like that, completely like full on naked and stuff like that, no clothes, no underwear, I'm not even having like I'm not fucking like zipping and fucking putting my dick out like that, right? I'm fucking like completely grown ass naked. Cops busting, seeing me jerking off my 2-inch wiener to like Mia Khalifa or whatever. Freaking and then like it's because I called someone a name that they didn't like. That is absolutely crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Got arrested not for something serious, but called the F word. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, exactly. Right? That is crazy. Really freaking crazy, right? So this woman went on to Piers Morgan.
I've heard 11 police officers turned up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's completely ridiculous.
Yeah, I'd left my front door open. I was waiting for my dad to come to the house. I was actually in the bath.
Like, she called that person a faggot. The person that sexually assaulted her. Instead of going to arrest the guy that sexually assaulted her, I'm going to go over to your place of living, while you're taking a shower in the bath or whatever, taking a bath, you're full butt-ass naked, is because you called someone the F word on the internet. This is why y'all lost. Because of dumb shit like this. There's a reason why we celebrate the 4th of July. There's a reason why we're not speaking with any type of British accent or Cockney accent. It's because y'all are stupid as fuck. All right? You guys let a bunch of refugees into your country. And when people complain about it because they are getting robbed, killed, beaten, raped, and murdered, the people that you arrest and you reprimand are the people who are complaining about the people who are doing the crime. Make that make sense. This is crazy work, man. And this is not isolated in the UK. This is not isolated in the UK. This is happening in France. This shit's happening in Germany. This shit's happening all over Europe and in the UK. Makes you appreciate your freedom. So yeah, exactly. 100%. People don't really know what freedom is until they come to the US. You can say anything you want with, of course, no death threats and stuff like that. You can say anything you want and you won't really get in trouble with it. All right. Now, sometimes like the X moderation team or Twitter moderation team, whatever you want to call it, they remove your posts because it's considered hate speech, right? Whatever it is. But hate speech is also freedom of speech. But the thing is, they don't send the cops to your house because you said it. Probably Australia too. Yeah, probably. Right? We in fucking America. All right. So whenever these cocksuckers complain about the US and how it's so bad and how it's terrible and shit like that. And how like, oh, remember during Halloween, don't dress up as Native American people. Don't dress up as people's cultures because that's really, really bad. And all of these people who are complaining about that, especially the people who are like, oh, Native Americans and shit like that, the white man created the airplane. The white man created cars. The white man created smartphones. How about you don't use any of that in the future? How about you don't fly on any airplanes anymore? How about you don't buy any cars anymore? How about you don't use any smartphones? It's because the initial ideas came from Steve Jobs, right? Henry Ford and the fucking the two brothers that fucking made the fucking airplanes and shit like that, right? The initial ideas were all from them. Yeah, do not use plumbing. Do not use electricity. Do not use any of that. You know how hypocritical and dumb you guys sound, right? So the UK, bunch of the EU, and probably Australia, yeah, get in trouble. Legit get in trouble by saying naughty things online. How stupid. The Wright brothers, thank you. Thank you.
And
11
they opened the door themselves.
And just came in?
And came in.
And you're in the bath?
Yeah.
And what do they say to you?
Well, I heard my name, which was one female out of the lot of them.
And 10 male officers?
Yeah. And then I heard my name, and I thought, oh, it might be my sister, because it didn't sound like someone who was, because obviously I was upstairs in the bath. And then they just come up the stairs, and they didn't give me any privacy or anything. Like I had
You were naked?
Yes.
How did that make you feel?
Disgusted and really upset. I was crying my eyes out.
And what did they say to you? What did they say they were there for?
Well, I was just asking them, can they just leave the female officer, and can they please go downstairs? As obviously I was upset, and I had no clothes on, and they kind of wanted to watch me get changed, and I was very upset about that. In the end, they did send the males down the stairs, and the female officer sat with me. I was crying my eyes out. I was really upset, and then I said,
Yeah,
what are you even here for?
Imagine this, chat. You caught someone a faggot online, and then you go on your merry day, jerking off, and then they're like, "You're under arrest." You're like, "Why? What did I do?" Pulls up your Facebook post or your tweet or whatever, right? Right? You say, "You said this at this time, this date, and that's hate speech. You're under arrest. You're going to jail." Yeah. I don't want to hear it. If you're not from the US, if you don't live in the US, I don't want to hear your takes, what you feel. I don't want to hear anything that has to do with our policies, our government, our political sphere. I don't want to hear any of it, all right? You motherfuckers eat beans and toast. Okay? You guys don't have air conditioning, central AC. You guys don't have any of that. And now you guys are letting your country be invaded purposefully so you guys don't have to sound racist. Oh, I'm going to let our country be purposely invaded by a bunch of these like fucking refugees and shit like that. We'll let them come in. It's because we don't want to look racist. We don't want to sound racist. Even in the newspaper, we can't say anything. Okay? So I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want to hear anyone that's outside of the United States criticize our policies. Okay? I don't want to hear any of that shit. If you're from India, shut your mouth. Continue scamming people, okay? That's what you guys do best, okay? If you're from China, I don't want to fucking hear it, all right? Continue eating dogs and making fucking Nintendo Switches, all right? If you're from Germany, I don't want to fucking hear it, all right? Continue making a Heckler and Koch and fucking Glocks and shit like that, all right? Continue making badass guns. Same thing with Italy. Continue making Berettas and fucking Benellis, okay? All right? I don't want to fucking hear it. Fucking crazy, man. Crazy ass fucking clown world we're living in.
Because I was shocked. I was in utter shock. And she said, for malicious communications, hate crime and malicious communications. And I said, well, what for? And she obviously, they said, we'll discuss that when we get to basically to the police station.
Yeah, so basically gave her the rundown to the, because she said the F word. What a bunch of hokey baloney garbage. All right, I'm not saying baked beans and toast is good, but the thing is that you guys have better food there. All right? When I went to the UK, when I went to London, right, for a video game award, when I went there, I never once ate baked beans and flat bread and toast, okay? Do you know what I ate? The first thing I ate when we landed, we got some fucking fish and chips, okay? We got that, and then we immediately went to get some Indian food, okay? Look, they got some, there's this place in London called Brigadier's. One of the best Indian foods I've ever eaten, all right? Look, I make fun of Indians a lot. I make fun of a lot of races a lot, okay? I even make fun of a lot of Chinese people a lot, okay? But y'all, sometimes they got some good food and they fucking slap. All right, they fucking say haggis? Nope. Not gonna eat that. Nope. But yeah, that's crazy. Calling someone a faggot online. You text a person who sexually assaulted her a faggot and you get arrested. That is some crazy backworks way of living. Black pudding, Indian food is good. I can't like, yeah. I eat Indian food at least maybe every other month. I get some like chicken tikka masala, lamb curry, biryani. They have some very good samosas. They have good naan. Like they have good food, right? They have some really good food. Curry in England's national dish. Imagine that. Yeah, I went there and I had biryani, one of the best biryanis I've ever had. I had some Thai, not Thai chicken. I have some Indian fried chicken over there. Really damn good. But the thing is that imagine your government sending taxpayer police, so using the taxpayers' money, sending police to your home while you're naked and jerking off because you called someone a fig. That is wild stuff.